Hey guys, Jay Twist here. Got another video for you this week. I might just be making some videos. Um, so anybody that does food delivery, I don't care if it's Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, any of that. My advice is don't trust anyone. I don't care if they've got a $50 tip. Don't trust anybody because they could pull some shenanigans. Shenanigans weren't pulled yet, but this is how you can protect yourself in the event anybody wants to pull some shenanigans. So here we go with a story. I got story time. It's story time with a twist. Jay Twist. So I had this delivery, and it was for this one customer, 2 different pickups. Of course, I'm on there by time. And it had a $0 tip. In the instructions, it had a detailed instruction how to get to their apartment, which I appreciate. Said it's 2nd floor, 2nd door on the right. Appreciate that. Back of the building. Hey, I get that. Apartment number, the complex number, like unit 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. I appreciated that they took the time to inform me, hey, I'm in such and such building. So I get to my drop off, and I'm standing there for quite a while. I knocked on the door because in the instructions it said, hand the order to me, knock on the door. I knocked on the door a couple times. Nobody answered the door. So I called and said, I'm out, this is your Dasher, and said my name as it appears in the app. And I said, I'm at your door, wanting to hand off your order to you. And the girl goes, no, just leave it at the door. So, well, in the instructions it says hand it to me. I said, so, I would greatly appreciate if you come to the door and let me do the handoff. So that way, you got your food and everything else. And I always do take a picture to have, even if I do a handoff. I tell these customers, hey, I got to have a picture for the records for DoorDash or whatever app I'm using. So that way, even if it's a handoff, I like to take a picture. I don't have to take a picture of them. I just want a picture of it in their hands to show that they've received it, just in case I get any repercussion or any of us get any repercussion, because trust nobody, okay? Because that's just where I come from. And anyways, she kept insisting for me to leave it at the door. I leave it at the door, against my better judgment. But not only did I leave it at the door, I took a picture of it in front of her door with her apartment number unit on the plaque by the door, visible in the picture. And then I send it in a message. And not only that, I also took a picture for my records, just because if anything comes about it, I've got picture proof that, hey, this was left at that door. There was a message showing that I left it at that door to the customer. And if you end up with a contract violation on any of these apps that says, hey, this customer reported they never received their order, well, you've got proof that the order had been delivered. Now, if you're one of them dashers who just will take the picture, grab food, and go, hey, I'm sorry about your luck. I'm sorry about you, because you deserve what you get at that point. Me, I'm not that way. But yeah, she ends up messaging me, and she goes, well, I want to know why you sent me a picture of the food in front of my door. And all I said to this person was proof of delivery. So that way, again, if trouble arises, and it is said that, hey, customer never received their order, and then it tells me the delivery that I did, I can dispute it and be like, hey, this was delivered. I even messaged the customer and let them know that, well, I knocked on the door, waited a while. Then I called the customer. Then the customer said, leave it at the door. I waited a few more minutes after that because, like I said, I don't trust it. And then I gone ahead and just left it at the door. Took a picture with everything, so they can see it. But, you have an option to dispute it and explain why you're disputing it and how you're disputing it and what the steps you did to take to make contact with said customer or not. But yes, this is just kind of a heads up, because some of us drivers out here, we've had contract violations for things that we didn't deserve. And trust me, I am one of those. People are very dishonest. I don't care if they tip you $0 or $50. Don't trust anybody, because you never know what their intentions are. So that's my little spiel. I'm out here to look after fellow drivers. I'm out here to let you know, hey, this could be an issue. That's why I'm on this platform. You just never know the audacity of anybody. So, you know what, guys? I hope y'all do well out there. I hope the Christmas season brings you some money. I don't know when this video will come out. I don't know if it'll come out before or after Christmas, but either way, happy holidays to those of you that celebrate, or whatever you choose to do. I hope you get lots of yummy food and spending time with the ones that you love, because you never know when their last is, like what I'm going through now. So anyways, guys, peace out, and I will talk to y'all soon in another video. Make that money, guys. Be good out there.